Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Finds his tight end Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's James returning. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Saquon Barkley on the slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right.
Okay,
to the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they're fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. James has got it. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Don't know why I picked this, but we'll see what happens.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, but the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake.
Oh, no way.
Of defenders and intercepted.
I fucking receiver should have caught that.
By Tony Jefferson.
That's the one thing I like about this game, though. When the ball gets batted in the air, how long it stays up. Like, I like the realistic how it's batted in the air so they can get it.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. But first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Keep doing it.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
These receivers are just too slow.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Has JD even played this game yet?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I'm going to play mine
6
tomorrow.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence now off the bootleg. That caught by Manhurts. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Not too bad.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Second down at 5. Back to the ground with Etienne. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Lawrence will throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Lawrence. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
Close.
And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50,
kicker.
you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start with the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah,
I never use those fucking option plays.
That offensive line,
I know Cowboys used to use them all the time when I played him.
protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Jones, flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Yeah.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go out to the field and try and hold.
Like a lot of
they get a little breather.
A lot of time when I get my sacks, it's just man coverage.
Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury?
That's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets
I'm not talking about the players
either.
either. Playing the game.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as
so that's
they
why
come
when
up 1st and 10
wants to play, I want to
at
play,
their
right?
38. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Jones now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Oh.
Why don't
give me that?
That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown,
those all day.
New York. Richie James, 31 yards. As his guys have
I'm not
opened
mad
up
at how
a
my
very
defense
comfortable
played.
lead.
My offense let me down.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Be nice if they can stay off the field so there's the offense to get a drive going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Can't wear them for the ball anymore.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Who is that, Thibodeau?
And this is
I think he's got the
into the
pick it up. I
end
think
zone.
he
A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see
we'll start the franchise. I'll trade you my
but if you are inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far,
I think I'm good.
you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Johnson's like, finally, somebody else is getting smoked just like I did.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Yeah.
They've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
It's the new
Sometimes
game,
they just
man.
make a joke. All right, guys.
I'm not mad.
Throw it out the
I'm
window.
not mad at how
Let's
my
get back
defense
on
is
track
playing.
here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
He does for some stupid reason.
It's on my...
They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
My shell case.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for Etienne. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is caught.
Oh, good catch.
One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Good catch.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play.
Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards.
I call shenanigans.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
I call finding the gap. Cutting that defense up.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the route is on here in this first half.
Oh yeah, I think I'm good.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Listen, I'm not blaming the team. I'm blaming the guy using the team.
And they'll bring it out to the 25.
I'll get better before the season starts, though.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On my team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, yeah.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants
I do like I like how he can jump, yeah.
Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already. They're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Oh, wide open.
He'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown.
Just kind of nonchalant, raises it in with one hand while it's wide open.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
It's all good, like I said. It's a learning experience.
Gano the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half.
Yeah.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Not good for Bruins, though. He's getting his ass kicked.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Before the season restarts. We ever do play each other.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Have this video to see.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but
Marvin
a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
I love the guy in real life,
that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On third down, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm surprised.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
We can sink one.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining.
I was trying to return that so bad. I was so bad trying to return that.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
I walked in one of my last Midwest game. I mean, that's my first 2 plays fucking of the game on offense. I threw 2 interceptions. I scored with 17 seconds left in the game to win it.
In front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first
it just sucks, right? Because you throw 1 interception, it's like fucking you maybe get the ball once a quarter, right? It's like fuck. Then you gotta fucking then I start taking more chances, right? Because it's like, oh fuck, I turn the ball over. I gotta take more chances now.
On second down, ETN once more. It'll only be a gain of
well, that's me. I can probably fucking, if I want to, I can probably fucking run the ball, fucking run the first half of the game.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's ETN. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back.
Okay, there's the play I was
you
looking for.
definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out.
Let's man, what's his name? Fucking manhammer or fucking manhurt?
Definitely want to take care of it and pick up first down.
7 yards on the pickup there.
I'm keeping him on my team just because I like his game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's JD's type of player.
On second down, a run with ETN. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, going with their tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they run the option on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's going to be taken down right
I don't know what
at
he's
the
rated in this
40-yard
game.
line.
That was a route
He's one of those guys that feel most
dexterity,
ridiculous underrated,
but with
right?
intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw.
Holy fuck, no time. That's my fucking offensive line throw block.
Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, right
broken
there.
up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed,
games over there.
unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
I just played that one, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
No, like I said, it's the whole fucking non-cap thing, right? Fucking, I don't like, right? I love the way we play with the cap.
4th down. Here's Lawrence.
Both times. Oh! I was gonna say both times the guy wide open, and he fucking drops it.
Come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going
I barely even touched you.
The Giants.
I was just about to brag about fucking how I finally got a fucking pass down the field.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Oh, don't just block him and
taken
leave.
down just shy of midfield. 110 yards for him on
definitely
the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'll keep cooking, the rest of them are gone.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This might be a killer. Oh, this might be a...
Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. It's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Jamie Gillen.
I did it once, but fucking had to run back, fucking lined up the wide receiver when I did it.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Kicked it too hard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll try the left side with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. A slant to Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now they play by man hurts.
Yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Damn.
That's a really nice, tough run inside.
I mean, I think the whole time we
fucking
played 22, I might have one kickoff return.
Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
You know what's crazy? I think I've had a kickoff return on Tinder and a punt return.
Once more.
Both in the same game?
Yeah, both in the same game.
Leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that,
was when he was
you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually
moving down
you have
the
the
field.
defense back on its heels.
It's a gain of 3 and
yeah,
it
it's
gets
called fucking don't throw the football as much.
It's no accident they're moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Jones has it. And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter.
Right there.
And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive.
And my goodness, another interception.
That's totally my fault.
Top by the linebacker.
He's going to run the route that I was going to, so I'm like, okay, I'll throw the ball. And then after I threw the ball, he ran ready to get what's
supposed to. You have
to
wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche
why is he
of a
doing
young
what
quarterback?
supposed
Based
to,
on the
like,
fact that he's still
okay,
out
he
there
looks open.
and he threw a 5th
And then
interception,
running the route he
I'm
was
wondering if his
supposed
head
to.
coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it again with Barkley. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll say no gain on the play,
keep it
and
up,
it'll be
Bruce, or
2nd and goal. That time they're able to bottle him up. He's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? They'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Oh, the one time I let it go.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
I knew it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're down up past the 15-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he overthrew it.
And intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Oh, you got one.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't see their backs, really beat up in that situation. Yeah. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Oh, there it is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ah, you bitch. You bitch. You bitch.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
Oh, he caught that. My guy ran away from him. My guy ran away from him, left him wide open.
Calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that in my life. Yeah.
Whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this offense on 3rd down
That's
today,
why these guys
they've
be
had their
catching. Like, what
troubles,
in the
just
fuck's
1
going
for
on?
6.
Why do you
This is
move away
3rd
from
and
me?
10. Looking to throw. Jones forced out to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 7 out of that.
Listen,
but not enough
I don't
to prevent
root
a 4th
nothing.
down.
It's not my
Here's
defense,
Jamie
my offense
Gillen
killed me.
down. He's been terrific so far. Agnew now to return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though.
Why couldn't anybody else see that early
being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Slow getting up after
so
that.
One play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And that's one of
and they
them
have to be
right
awfully happy right there to
yeah,
get what appears to be
it was the same spot as didn't play.
It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
No way!
No way! No way! You know what? Fine, yeah.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
I need to make a highlight reel, that's on it.
Overthrown ball.
I was sitting there waiting, I was like, I got this picked off, no problem.
Jones on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Jags
Oh, you're
grab it.
so lucky.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
I wish he would have swung that other catch.
Yeah.
Was set by Justin Ellis.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an
He's
intense
had a lot of
conversation
fucking good
with the
catches
offensive
against
line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him.
It's only
but
been
the
against
offensive
you.
line
I
coach
haven't
had plenty to
had
say
none
about
against
this
Cowboy.
game.
DK. Against you. Is that?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action with Lawrence. Steps away. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not
in a lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but the score is almost the exact same of the
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
See, now I got to remember where that play was. I don't remember where that play was. That wasn't a bad play. I know it was a shotgun play.
I know.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I can't catch that.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If
Rooster's guy would have caught
some
that.
points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. It's a 5-yard game, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now.
Well, Johnson, it was 44-10.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into
I'll
the
keep
tunnel.
that one in my memory. There will be payback for that.
So not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I'll be ready.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is.
It may take me fucking a year or two, but I will get you back
gear
for it.
you can get into this offense. They certainly were there in this one, huh?
You
Everything clicking for them in this
YouTube
contest,
and
the kind of
this.
performance that they're going to cherish.
God damn, I scored 28 in the 2nd and 13 in the 1st.
Listen, I don't blame my defense or anybody. My offense could have stayed on the field. Next time we play, I'm going to pull a New England Patriots.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
My lineman over there is walking into the wall. Still walking into the wall. I hope we play in the regular season.
Well, like I said, I might switch mine. It just depends. Like, I want to try to keep the conferences the same, right? Like, have roughly the same many teams in each conference.
Yeah. You can always join, where's my phone?
Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border.